In this video, we're going to look into $300 in face with 90% silver, folks, of what happened at the coin shop today. Coming from a bank, so we're going to get into that information. We're also going to look into the second half of the video a little bit about goldbacks, why they might be important to have some, and what are the benefits of having them, what are the downfalls about having them. We're going to look into that as well, because Florida's just about to release their goldbacks in 2025, January of 15th of this year. We are getting goldbacks in the state of Florida. We will look into that. So please like, share, and subscribe. I thank you all for who have subscribed already. Let's just get into the video right now. Young girl comes in today. She was early in the day. She was at her local credit union. She was trying to dump in half dollars, quarters, dimes into the machine. The machine kept rejecting them. She thought there was a problem with the machine, folks. Okay? Thought she had a problem with the machine. And she went up to the bank teller. So the bank teller comes over. And he recognized it was 90% silver. So he recommended to come to us and to see what we could give her for the value of the silver itself. Keep in mind now, she only needed $300 or so of cash to pay her a little bit of food. She needed about $100 to cover her rest of the rent for next month. And that's what she needed the money for. She brought along with a friend from work. Not boyfriend, just a friend from work. And he really didn't know much about silver or gold himself. He knew a little bit, but he didn't know what 90% silver was. So they brought in $300 in face of 90% silver. Now keep in mind, she was at the credit union dumping in this stuff. She counted it up herself. She got $300 worth of face, counted up, and she thought she was going to get $300 cash that way. Thank God that the machine rejected these coins. So we let her know. We sat down with her. Her grandfather passed on. That's how she's turning this stuff in. She has no other family. She has no sisters, no brothers. Her mom and dad disowned her five and a half years ago. Didn't want nothing to do with her. Poor girl, too. I mean, you know, she's working full time. I'm not going to say where. But she's working full time, and she just needed some money to cover some rent and some food for the rest of the month. And that's what she needed the money for. So we told her what she had. You know, we told her, all right, so how we went about telling her was, we can pay you $22.45 face for every $1 you have. So we did the math, folks. She had $300 in face, times that by $22.45 times face. She has $6,735 that we could have paid her out today for everything. So we told her about what this value of silver is. We told her, you know, do some research before you sell it all. So that is what she's now she's in tears now. She's at $6,700. Says, yeah, $6,700 or so that we could afford, that we could pay her out on this. Now, we're only selling this at 22.7 times face. So we're not making a lot of money. We told her that's what we're going to be selling it for right now. And we told her a little about the history about the 90% silver, what you could get back in the day for it. And, you know, we talked about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe up to an hour. I think it was less than an hour, actually, to be honest with you. So she says, well, I don't need to sell all this. So we gave her an option. So said, no, you don't have to sell it all. We don't recommend to sell it all right now because we feel it's going to go up in value. So we told her, you know, we gave her not a copy of the red book, but we let her look at the red book and show her how much were minted, explain stuff is getting melted down, explain the history somewhat about silver and gold, and we told her to do her research on silver and gold. Basically what she has. She says, well, she has some gold in the safe. She has some coins in the safe. She has no idea what she has. So what we offered was, A, you can bring it in. B, we can come to you and give you the value of everything, the current market value of everything, what she has, and make a list for her to tell her what she has. And and then we will, once we get that done, we will explain to her how to keep an updated list and stuff like that. This is why I say, folks, it is so important. If you're going to leave it to friends or family, just don't leave the silver and gold sitting in the safe with no information. It don't have to be prices, and really an up-to-date prices. You can do this once a year if you have to. But really, do not, please, I beg you of this, because there are some people, some shops will rip people off. When you come in and saying you don't know what you have, some shops will take advantage of that situation. I do believe in my heart that most shops won't do that. But, there's stories out there that this shop, this, whatever the case may be. We're trying to protect everybody at the shop, not trying to take advantage of anybody at the shop. So what she did was, she ended up selling. Now, we offered her the loan. You guys know we do the loan of, $5 paperwork fee, 3% across the board on the loan for 30 days. She was not going to have the money, she said, to even think about doing it that way. So she sold $15 in face to us today, $22.45. She got $336.75 for just $15 in face. And so she was quite happy with that. She said, do I need to sell all 15? I said, no. I said, you don't have to sell all 15. If you need $300, we can get a little bit closer to it. And I said, why don't you, this was my idea. I said, why don't you take a breather? Go sit down somewhere, go have some lunch somewhere, and just absorb what we just told you. I says, this extra silver right now is not going to make, I says, give yourself a rest. She said she was going to do that. Most of the time I wouldn't tell people go turn silver and go eat somewhere. No. But I felt like she needed a little bit of a breather to take it in what we just told her what she has. And we gave her the business card. She says, give me about a week or so. Let me see what my schedule is, and I'll get back with you guys in about a week or so to see what I have. She says, there's quite a bit in the safe, she's saying, but I don't know what she means by quite a bit. I've seen quite a bit. People, have a lot. Then people say they have quite a bit. They have a couple 100 ounces. Yeah, that might be quite a bit for some people there. So she's going to take the breather. And so that's what the main message of this point of the video, folks, is, again, if you're going to leave it to friends or family, leave a note. If you deal with a coin shop, leave the coin shop's business card somewhere in your stack. Just leave a note. You could even put in front of your safe. Note in safe on second shelf, third shelf, whatever. Please advise, be aware, this stuff is more valuable than face value of what the coin is. If it's junk silver, if it's the egos, if it's foreign coins, whatever the case may be. And just could be little notes saying at this time, this coin is worth this. This coin's worth this. It don't have to be every single coin. It don't have to be. But, have a basic list of what you have. If it's rounds, bars, give them the spot value of the day. Go back 3 months, 6 months, a year later, and update those little pieces of paper. Or make a spreadsheet of what you have, print it out, and just update the spreadsheet, folks. That way you are really protecting yourself, not just yourself, but your friends or family members who you're going to leave it to. So with that being said, these stories seem to be coming more and more at the shop. And this just tells us there's a lot of people out there that don't know about silver and gold. And we're trying to help one person at a time. And that's where it comes out to be, trying to educate people one person at a time. So please share this video out. I'll ask you to do that once again. Share it out. Let's get this information out so people don't get ripped off, so people know what they actually have. Yes, coin shops have to make their money too, okay? So there's a lot of coin shops are paying less than spot right now. That's just the times right now. Those times could change in 6 months. We could be paying over, most coin shops could be paying over spot again. Silver and gold could really tick up big time, and the value will go up big time as well. We just don't know, okay? We just don't know. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom here. And if you feel like I'm being doom and gloomed, no one's asking you to watch. I'm not forcing anybody to watch any of my videos. But if you really feel that it's doom and gloom on any of these type of channels, then feel free. Don't watch. Go watch cartoons. Go play Candyland. You know what? I'm just trying to get the right information out to you folks that are watching my channel. And this was a hard day for me because the stories that I hear, it just bugs my mind that there's a lot of people that's not in the known about silver and gold. And it just, try and help one person at a time. We're not going to help everybody out because we're in one state, in one little area of the state. But people really need to start talking to friends and family about what they have if you're going to leave it to them. And I'll end it with that one. Let's talk about goldbacks real quick. Goldbacks, as you folks know, I don't have any of the Florida ones yet because they've not been released yet. There's your Wyoming $5 one. Here's a New Hampshire $1 one. I don't know if I got, and I got a South Dakota here. That's what I grabbed out of my safe for this video. Goldbacks, yes, they cost a lot to get them. The preems on the goldbacks, you're never going to lose your preems on the goldbacks. Yes, the preems are high. Goldbacks, in my view, are not about stacking. Okay? Let's get that very clear. Yes, we can hold them as long as we want to. Okay? We can hold them. They're not meant, even goldbacks says, they're not meant to be stacked. They're meant to be used. And that is how we're going to get more eyes open up. So if there's a store or company that accepts goldbacks in your area, now even if you don't have goldbacks in your state yet, and there's a store that accepts them, that's okay. That can be done. Just because your state don't have them, don't mean any business can't accept goldbacks as payment. And that might just turn some conversations around. There could be someone behind you. You hand their cashier a $5 goldback, and that person behind you say, "What the heck is that? How are you paying with that?" That could start a conversation between two people, getting the ball rolling about silver and gold as legal tender, even though the laws may not be affecting your area yet. But even with the states, like Florida's trying to get it done this year. Missouri's trying to get it done this year. Other states are trying to get it done this year. Some states, I don't have the list in front of me, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to get a list put together. What states have passed legal tender laws already? This will get the conversation going. It don't mean you have to stack them. It don't mean you have to buy goldbacks. Okay, this could just get the conversation going if someone is interested in goldbacks. The way you make money off of the value of goldbacks go up when the price of gold goes up. The price of gold goes down, then you're going to lose a little bit of value on your goldbacks, just like you would with a gold coin, gold bar. The same thing. Yes, the preems are higher on these. They have to manufacture these. They have to do a lot of testing to make sure it's the right amount of gold in them. But that preem does not go away. Okay, you will get it on the back end when you use them. Is the time you use them, is gold higher than you bought them for? If so, then you might get a little bit more services and goods for it. If it's lower, it's the same thing as coins. The value will go down once again. So yes, goldbacks are not meant to be to stack long term. They're really meant to be used when you get them, when you purchase them. It's just a different form of money, real money, to be honest with you, because it is gold in them, versus the U.S. dollar. So yes, the preems, when goldbacks first came out, I believe there was like around $2.20 per goldback, roughly. Don't quote me because I could be wrong with that price. Right now, these are worth over $5 because gold has gone up that much since they've been released. So with that being said, the $1 gold, not $1, one goldback. I keep saying dollars. It's not dollars. One goldback. It's a little worth about $5.40 right now, give or take the math on that. So yes, you can hold them, but me personally, I'm not stacking a bunch of them. Okay, I'm not stacking a bunch because it's not cost effective. It is cost effective when you do a smaller purchase with goldbacks versus a 1 ounce gold coin that cashier or that business may not be able to have change to give back to you. If you go under the value of the goldbacks and you gave a $5, they can either pay you back in $1 goldbacks. If they don't have any, then you get fiat currency back as of right now. That is how it's set up to be right now. If the cashier has them in their drawer, you can get goldbacks back. If they don't, you're going to get fiat currency back. There's 2 different ways to do it. So if you have 41 cents coming back to you, well, there's no 41 cent goldback, so you're going to get 41 cents back. If you get change back of 1 goldback plus 41 cents, then you might get back 1 goldback plus 41 cents if you're using the high denomination goldback, like a 10 or a 25 or 50s. The new Florida one now is coming out with 100. There's 3 new goldbacks coming out in Florida. It's the half goldback, it's the two goldback, and there's 100 goldback coming out on January 15th of this year. So that is the basic about goldbacks. Me personally, I like them. There's not a lot of places that accept them right now. That's the downfall. We got to get people educated on that as well. Will this take off? You know what? I don't know. All right? I don't know if the goldbacks would ever take off. It's hard because the premiums are so high, and I understand. We got to understand why the premiums are higher than they are. We just have to realize we do get that back. The premiums don't go away. You don't lose the premiums when you use them or you sell them back to like Alpine Gold or whatever the case may be. You never lose the premiums. That's key. And that's the only way the goldbacks would work anyways. You don't lose that premium on top of it. So, with that being said, folks, I thank you for watching. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, platinum, goldbacks, I'm going to do my best to answer your questions to the 100% honestly I can. And, you know, we're just going to keep moving forward, and let's help educate more and more people about silver and gold, because that's the way it will start working out for all of us, because we know the dollar is going to fail. And when that happens, I hope people start waking up now before that does happen, and start stacking a little bit of silver or gold, maybe both, in the near future, because we just don't know when the dollar will fail. Again, thank you for watching. CoinShop Chris is out.